Hey, you. Hey, y'all. Happy New Year. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Jared Fuller, aka the Jared Bear. Welcome to 2023. Welcome to the Sunday video update. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Joining me off camera, as always, all the time, my dad over here, and then Amy over here off camera. And I received a message. Okay, I don't care about the Lions game. I don't watch football. But anyway, guys, I hope you had an awesome Christmas and a wonderful New Year. I was gone on Christmas because I decided to take the Sunday off for Christmas. And 2 weeks later, here I am, lo and behold. We had a pretty busy couple of weeks. Christmas was good. We had a small dinner here, just Dad, Amy, and myself. We had mashed potatoes and ham and biscuits. And what's that? We had a couple of strawberry cheesecakes. We didn't have pie. We had cheesecake. And it was okay. You know, we didn't put up any decorations or a tree or anything. You guys know that. But we had a small dinner here. And last night, New Year's was fantastic. Uncle Mark came over. We all had our specific choice of drink, which I thought was kind of interesting because on the hour, every hour from 8 o'clock until midnight, I would have a little shot of Fireball. Just one shot per hour. And it was really interesting. I had Fireball. I didn't wake up with a hangover. I didn't get fucked up last night, but I had Fireball. Dad had Busch Light. Amy had Captain Morgan and Cherry Pepsi, and Uncle Mark had R&R Canadian whiskey. So we all had our own specific drink of choice. It was a great time. Nobody got drunk. There were no fights, no arguments. We all watched the ball drop. And at the stroke of midnight, we all did a cheers and a toast with our selective choice of drink. So it was a wonderful New Year's Eve. All the snow melted because it's been incredibly mild here in Michigan. And what's interesting is that before Christmas, we had that big blizzard coming through. And so we had a white Christmas, but immediately following Christmas, it warmed up and then all the snowpack melted. It's supposed to be 60 by Tuesday, which I say, bring it on. I can handle, what's that?
Still chilly at night.
Yeah, it still gets chilly at night, but I can handle driving in 60-degree weather. I'm not complaining. I can handle driving in the snow, but I just prefer not to drive in the snow. For those of you who are new here, Happy New Year. Welcome to my channel. Chat logs are always open if there's anything that you would like to add to our conversations, because for the next hour or so, we're going to talk about random different things as we do every week for the Sunday video update. I talk about the weeks in review or week, depending on how many weeks I take off. We talk about, just random things here in the Sunday video updates. If there's anything you have to offer to the conversation, the chat logs are open. You will be respectful or I'll boot your ass to the curb. But, I'm usually an easygoing person and I get along with everybody. I give everyone a chance. So if you think you have something to offer to our conversations, chat logs are open. Please come in, be respectful, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. So, couple of things to talk about. We are now the proud owners of a karaoke system, which is currently in our kitchen, because I have been trying to clean out my bedroom to open a space so that way we can move the karaoke equipment from the kitchen to my bedroom. And to set it up and to figure out where everything hooks in, all that good stuff. We picked it up in Bay City last week. What was it, on Thursday or Friday? I think it was. It was last week. We went to Bay City to pick it up, and we got a very good deal. $350 for the whole setup. It comes with what, 2 or 3 PV brand speakers.
2 PVB speakers.
PV.
Big other long ones or tall ones.
Yeah, and we got a diamond subwoofer. The one PV speaker alone is expensive. It's way more than $350. We have 4 wireless microphones. We've got the sound mixer. We've got the receiver for the cordless mics. We got the 32-inch monitor where the words will appear. We got all of that for $350. Couldn't beat it. we're going to figure out how to hook all this shit up.
Try it.
And we've already gotten requests to DJ some parties. And we haven't even figured out how to use it yet. We have to set it up. Yeah. So please be patient.
It's all new to us.
Yeah, this is new territory. It's new ground for us. So please be
Not us
patient.
lighting, too.
Yeah, and I've got my starting my DMX lighting setup, which I'm still adding components. I got another DMX light and I got a DMX cable so I can daisy chain the lights. If you're not familiar with DMX lighting, look it up on YouTube. You can find pretty much anything on YouTube. But yeah, we're the proud owners of a karaoke system.
I
And
wanted to buy one.
yeah, we've always wanted one, and the speakers they came with the tripod stand, so the speakers just set on, and they're not light; they're very heavy speakers. So as soon as I get my room cleaned up, which by the way, after I'm done doing the Sunday video update, that's probably what I'm going to go back to doing. I'm probably going to go back to cleaning out my fucking dungeon, and start moving equipment into my bedroom, so that way that will be the permanent place, or at least for now anyway, until we find another spot to put it all. But it's been busy for us. So overall, generally speaking, Dad, how have you been?
Good. Good. A good weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all good. It's all good. How about you, Amy?
Doing good.
Doing good. That's what I like to hear. I think we're doing better now that the fucking holidays are over.
Yeah.
And now I got my one surgery done.
Well, there's one bad thing though. Barbara Walters. That's
Yeah, Barbara Walters. We lost her
93.
on December 30th. Yeah, she was 93 years old. She retired in 2014. She, stopped. So actually, I don't know if the word retired is the proper word to use, because she stopped appearing on The View in 2014. That's the show that she produced in 1997. She come out with that. That was all Barbara Walters. But she stopped appearing on the show in 2014, and she did a lot of behind the scenes work for the View. She was doing production work and all that stuff. It was that show, The View, where we had the very first sitting president, United States president, on a talk show, a daytime talk show at that. So that was very impressive. And by the way, that was Barack Obama at the time. He and his wife, Michelle, appeared on The View. First sitting United States president to appear on a daytime talk show. That's fucking phenomenal in my estimation. The View has been on TV, like I said, since 1997, so about 25 years. But yeah, Barbara Walters, I remember her and Hugh Downs on a program called 2020. I am Barbara Walters, and this is 2020. I can hear her say that.
2020.
But she was just a veteran journalist for ABC News, and she interviewed a lot of well-known people. She interviewed Richard Nixon. She interviewed John Lennon's assassin. And by the way, yes, I'm wearing my Beatles shirt. Coincidence that I'd be wearing that. I just threw on a shirt. I don't want to appear with my nipples showing. Don't want to make other guys jealous. But anyway. No, in seriousness, she interviewed a lot of people over the years, and just a phenomenal lady. She's going to be sorely missed. And I just read an article not long ago that Anita Pointer from the Pointer Sisters had passed away at the age of 75. Former Pope Benedict, he died. I don't know if you heard about that. He was 95, I think. So there's been a lot of people passing away. If you're a fan of TNA Impact Wrestling, Don West, the announcer, he died. He was 59 years old. So there's been a lot of just noticeable death happening, and just lots of well-known people. It's really sad that we would lose so many people, and so quickly and so soon. But yeah, Barbara Walters, she was, wow, what a groundbreaking lady, for sure. She's sorely missed. And it was yesterday Betty White has been gone for a whole year already, and it doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like it. I love Betty White. I'll always love Betty White, no matter what. Hell of a lady.
She's an animal activist too.
Yeah. So yeah, there's been so much going on these past couple of weeks. I don't know if I should talk about this, but I'm about the dog that got loose. About the dog that got loose.
Yeah, I would like to know
Okay.
why around Christmas time
Yeah.
they always show them animals and dogs and a thing.
Yeah.
They never do it during the summer or any break. It's always around
Yeah.
Christmas time. Don't they know it's hard enough for people around Christmas time when they show them animals on there?
What Dad's referring to are those ASPCA commercials that they air during Christmas time. And they got the melancholy Christmas music playing in the background, and you see the sad look on the faces of the dogs and the cats. And it's like, yeah, why the fuck do they show that shit? But that's exactly what it is, because they want to prey on your conscience and they want your money because it's the time of giving, it's Christmas time, and that's how they make their money. It's a shame. Maybe it's not the ASPCA. It might be another organization. I don't want to misquote, but it's one of those organizations where they is it ASPCA?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, they do that shit every year.
And then they say, "Oh, if you send money, we'll show you the dog that you're helping out." How do we know them dogs ain't already dead? Those
Yeah,
pictures from the year before.
Yeah, and they
don't know
do
that.
that same shit. They want you to sponsor a child in Africa or whatever. Well, let me tell you this. Before I send you money to sponsor a child, I want the child to come to me. I will adopt the child. I'll get the proper citizenship and documentation for the child, and I will care for the child my fucking self. I'm not going to send you people money to sponsor a child. I will take care of the child. That's my philosophy on that.
You send them $20, Jared, and they get $19 and $19 back
Yeah.
for themselves, and they keep $1 for the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, bullshit.
Nope. What I say is, before I do that, I will bring the child to America. I will adopt the child, and I will take care of the child my damn self, and I'll give it the life that it deserves. I'm not going to send money to sponsor a child. Those commercials have always just gotten under my skin, because I don't think most people really understand or realize that sponsoring a child, okay, it's a nice thought, but really, and like Dad pointed out, he made a good point. Where does that money go? They're pocketing most of that money and giving very little, next to nothing, to the child.
You don't know what
No, I say, let me have custodianship of the child. I will adopt the child. I will take care of the child. I will get the proper documentation for citizenship in the United States for that child. I will give the child the life that it deserves. But anyway, I made my point, and they're having their own conversations during the show, like usual.
But I think it's a downright shame that they got to show all them dogs on there
Yeah.
every Christmas before the New Year, and they expect you to send money. Well, we'll send you a picture of the dog that you're helping. Wait a minute. How do you know that dog ain't already died?
Yeah.
Anything like that.
We don't even know if those animals are still alive, and you're still
Exactly.
extorting money from me.
Exactly.
I think it's a crock of shit.
That's why
But
I never send money.
No, I don't send money.
Before I do that, I'll take food up to the Humane Society.
Yeah. And you'll get those people say, "Oh, you're not sending money, you're heartless." No, I'm not heartless. I'm just trying to be sophisticated with my money. I'm trying to be well educated, and I want to know exactly where my money is going and how it's being used.
Yeah.
Is it going to benefit the animals? Or I talked about children. Is the money that I send to sponsor a child, is it benefiting the child?
Yeah.
Which I don't believe that it is necessarily, but I can't prove that either way. All I know is, if that were the case, before I send money to an unknown location, I want the child to come to an actual known location Michigan, and I'll adopt them and give them the life, provide the life that they should have. But I'm not interested in adopting anything or anybody. um, I just, it's not for me. But
I told Dad the only thing I would adopt
yeah,
would be like a Jack Russell Terrier for myself.
yeah.
But that will
But
be
but
later in the future.
we also had that conversation too. Once,
I'm getting a doctor's note.
yeah,
Yeah, with that Jack Russell stating that I can take it in the stores and everything with me.
yeah. Dad and I, what I was referring to is that once Sparkly and Scruffy and the cats are dead and gone, that's it. We're not getting any more animals. Because the thing is, and Dad and I have discussed this many times, we get attached to them and then something happens and then we're heartbroken. And the hardest thing in the world is burying an animal that you've cared for, you've fed and watered and loved up for so many years, and now they're no longer a part of your life. It's very heartbreaking. That's why we decided, Dad and I had that discussion.
I'm not going to get him cremated. I'm just going to put him out here in my yard where he.
Yeah. But I don't want to start the new year with melancholy stuff. It's been a good year so far. So far, so good. I mean, I woke up this morning, which is always a good thing. Both of my feet are above ground, which is always a great thing. I made a pot of coffee this morning. I had, I think, 3 or 4 chocolate chip waffles. So today was a good day. I soaked in the tub and relaxed for a little bit. That felt great. So yeah, it's so far so good. And I still have a lot of work to do once I'm done here. Oh, and I also have to I got to figure out my finances too, because Tuesday will be the final payment on my vehicle that I had financed through my financial institution, and that'll be paid off on Tuesday. So, yay me! Woohoo!
No more payment.
My loan will be paid off as soon as
And
they take the money out.
and a couple more announcements to make. Friday, January 20th, the 3 of us will be attending the Shrine Circus at the Dow Event Center in Saginaw.
Them tickets are expensive.
I had gotten we stopped at the Dow Event Center the same day we went to Bay City because I had purchased the tickets at the box office at the Dow. I could not believe the fucking prices of these tickets.
Crazy.
$25 a piece for general admission and $30 a piece for reserved seating. And it's like, you have got to be shitting me. What happened to $10 a piece?
And then she tried telling us it wasn't your Shrine Circus no more.
Yeah, she tried telling us, well, it's not the Shrine Circus, it's the Cardin.
It's always been.
No, it says the Shrine Circus on the fucking ticket stub. It's still the Shrine Circus. Now, here's the thing. So I didn't pay those ungodly fucking prices. I actually got 4 tickets at $25, and I'm trying to figure out who the 4th person should be.
Okay.
Yeah, to take with us. Yeah. But I'm trying to figure out who that 4th person's going to be, because our tickets have been paid for. I got that covered. But I just got to find a 4th person. The week before that, I'm going to the Shrine Circus in Flint at the Dort Financial Center. I'm taking my friend's son with me. I've already got his ticket, and his grandma and his mom are ecstatic about it. They're excited because he hasn't been to a circus in a long time. And well, yeah, he has gone to the circus. It's just been a long time. He has trouble fitting in. He doesn't have a lot of friends. And I said, well, you know what? The circus is coming up in Flint. And yeah, he is a good kid. I said, you know what? The circus is coming up in Flint. I would love to take him, with your permission. I would love to take him to the Shrine Circus. I've got everything covered. I'll buy the ticket. We'll get something to eat. If he wants to ride an elephant, I got him covered. I'll have the money. And they're okay with it. And these are people that I've known for quite a while now, and they're okay with me taking them to the Shrine Circus. So I have to remember that because usually what they do in Flint, they do in Saginaw because they come to Flint before they come to Saginaw. So when I take them to the Shrine Circus, I have to remember to not spoil it for you two because I'm already going to be aware of what the fuck's going to happen before it happens. So it's like,
some of the acts we might have seen already a long time ago, and
no. What I'm saying is, it's the same circus.
Yeah.
They come to Flint first, and then they go to Saginaw.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, before they come to Saginaw,
Yeah.
I would have already saw the Flint show with the
Yeah.
kid that I'm going to be taking.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to spoil it for you two because I'm already going to know what the fuck's going to happen.
I wish I knew Brian would trust me to take his
Yeah.
son there. I'd love to take Brian's little boy.
Well, that'll be something. Well, you know, you have to ask him. I mean, he'd be safe, of course, with us, and I already guaranteed the safety of my friend's son. So,
Yeah.
and that's why they're, you know,
We always watch out for
they're,
him.
yeah, they're trusting me to take him, and he'll be safe. He'll be fine. But yes, I'm going to the Shrine Circus twice this year. I'm actually looking forward to it. Can't wait. I love clowns, and I like cotton candy on occasion, although it's not good for you. Not too much of it anyway, but yeah, really looking forward to a great time. But I just couldn't believe the cost of the tickets. My jaw fucking dropped when I saw that. It's like, you have got to be shitting me. Whatever happened to $10 a piece?
Whatever happened to $10 tickets? Not.
Yeah, I mean, those days are gone. And that's not counting parking, because you got to pay to park at the Dow.
Yeah, $5 or $10 or $15.
Then the concessions, if you want to get something to eat there, it's fucking outrageous. It's expensive. The souvenirs are just nuts, but they're private vendors, you know, and I get it. They're there to make money, and that's what they do.
Damn.
So the
I forgot, spaced out the circus altogether and didn't save no money for it.
so on the 13th, to recap, on the 13th of January, I'll be taking my friend's son to the Shrine Circus at the Dort Financial Center in Flint. Then the following week, Friday, January 20th, the three of us will be at the Shrine Circus at the Dow Event Center in Saginaw. I've had a lot of people on Facebook ask me questions about the Shrine Circus at the Dow. My only thing is, you should just either, you know, find coupons so you can get discounts on the tickets, or you just, you know, check the website, go to the Dow Event Center box office, call the number. There's a lot of different options. There's a lot of different ways you can check.
Go online and
print out, you know, coupons so you can get discounts on tickets. Because I just could not fucking believe that. $25 for one general admission ticket costs $25. I mean, are you kidding me?
If you got 6 kids, oh boy.
I mean, good God. $25 a piece. And that's just for general admission.
And they have all them people going in there. But yet they're still going to charge an outrageous price.
I don't know. I got us covered, though. We're all going to go. We're all going to have fun. But we do have to find a fourth person. We'll have to talk to Brian and yeah.
That would let their child go with us.
Yeah.
You know.
They'll be protected. They'll be, you know, we'll get something to eat. That's how we do it all the time. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. But yeah. So I know that's happening. I'm also planning on doing some traveling this year. We're not saying where I'm going.
Right.
Because he made a guess in one of my prior Sunday video updates. It's like, no, don't be throwing guesses out there or uncovering names, because not everybody needs to know my business. But I am going to be planning some traveling this year. I'm keeping in touch with the folks that I'm going to be meeting up with and meeting their cancer warriors. Yes. Location won't be mentioned here. So Oh, and by the way, the guess that Dad had thrown out there is incorrect. So it's not there, the place that he mentioned before. But yeah, so I'm gonna be planning trips or a trip, one that I know of. Um, I'm gonna be going and meeting up with some cancer warriors and their families. We're gonna have a little pizza party. Um, I think there's even a young man who's on the oh, never mind. No, I'm not gonna. Yeah,
You're getting too
that
deep.
that yeah, that's not important. But anyway, there's going to be some people that I'm hoping to meet. I'm going to take my Jared Bear with me so they can get some pictures taken. I'm going to, probably put on my warrior bracelets because I haven't worn them in such a long time. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Probably, hopefully, I would hope during the springtime because see, I almost blurted it out
You tell me.
because an
Then you tell me.
in Albuquerque.
Change the subject, Jared.
In Albuquerque. Uh, it's not Albuquerque either.
Darn.
I almost slipped up, but anyway, and I have to dress appropriately for the weather.
Yeah,
However, it's gonna be. Okay, I'll shut the fuck up now because I
Over 100 degrees.
yeah.
You're gonna end up spitting it out, Jared, and you're gonna regret it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say nothing.
Change the subject.
End of discussion.
I'll just shut the fuck up now.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Jared. You're gonna be giving it away.
Yeah.
And you tell me.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, yes, I'm gonna be traveling this
Looking
year.
forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Man,
Yes.
I even got a trip planned this year.
Yep. They're talking about doing some traveling. So we're all gonna be going places this year. Because 2022 was a son of a bitch. It was one of the worst years. And I'm looking for some redemption. I'm looking for some redemption this year. I think this year might be one of the better years.
I hope all we can do is hope.
Yeah, I just want everything to go smoothly. I want to, I just live for the day, because all I have is today. So I'm going to try to make the best of this day. And I talk to so many people want to meet me. And I also have another friend who wants me to come stay with them in another state, which I'm not going to mention. But her son is also a childhood cancer survivor. And I'm looking forward to meeting them too. So everybody wants to meet old Jerry Bear here. And I've got some serious travel plans in store, but I just got to make sure I got the money. Got to have the ticket. And of course, sleeping arrangements. I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. I don't want to infringe on anyone's comfort. If they don't feel comfortable with me sleeping in their house, let me know ahead of time before I book the ticket. That way I can, make reservations at a motel room somewhere. I want to make sure that I plan all of this ahead prior to going to wherever the fuck it is I'm going. But yeah, I don't want to sleep in the street.
Right.
I don't want to be mugged or murdered or, someone steal my cheeseburger. But
That damn hamburger.
I know. But yeah, all it's always nice to have arrangement. Usually people are good about that though. They'll say, well, shit, Jared, you can crash at our place. When I was staying in Louisiana at my friend's house, they let me crash at their house and they trusted me. They yeah. I mean, I'm harmless. I don't hurt people physically. And I think most people who know me know that I don't have a single harmful bone in my body. Like I'm not a violent person, but I also don't take shit. And not taking shit is not the same thing as being violent. It's just not. But anyway, yeah, lots of people want to meet me. And something else I want to talk about too, because I saw this a lot on Facebook last year. Maybe you guys can relate to this as well. You have people on there who complain and bitch and bellyache about their boyfriends and girlfriends, and then 5 minutes later in "Oh, I love them. They're the greatest thing that ever happened to me." You were just bitching about them 5 fucking minutes ago, and now suddenly they're the greatest thing that ever happened to you? Listen. Okay, first of all, we all have choices to make. You made your decision. You have to take some accountability for the decisions you make. If you are in a situation where you're unhappy, then get the fuck out of the situation. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's why I'm currently single. I was in a relationship with a person for 3 months, and it was the longest 3 months of my life. I dumped her because her lifestyle was bullshit. I wasn't going to tolerate drama. I wasn't going to tolerate being accused of things. I wasn't going to tolerate her insecurity of me. I wasn't going to put up with it. And I'm not going to put up with 40 other guys who secretly show up at her dad's house. I'm not going to put up with that. You're supposed to be my girl. And you got a bunch of other dudes coming over and then have the audacity to lie to me and say, no, there's nobody else. I'm not seeing anybody. Fuck that and fuck you. I will go back to the single life. I will happily rejoice in being single. No love lost. I am as happy as I could. I feel like Julie Andrews in The Sound of Music. I could just start twirling around on the hill with my arms spread out like this and just start singing. That's how fucking happy I am. I am Julie Andrews happy. Happy as fuck to be single. You have decisions. You have choices. You don't have to tolerate disrespect. But for the love of all things chocolate chip cookies, for crying out fucking loud, don't bitch about the person you're with and then 5 minutes later say, oh, they're the greatest thing that ever happened to me. Shut the fuck up. Seriously, just shut the fuck up. Have you guys noticed this on social media?
Yep, a lot of it.
They'll complain and bitch and bellyache about the person they're with, and then the next thing you know, they're praising them on how amazing they are. It's nutty.
Sounds like some people I know.
Yeah, and it's like you guys were just fighting. You were bickering like 5 fucking minutes ago, and now suddenly you're all lovey-dovey again. Like,
I can't live without you.
yeah, like what? I can't keep up with y'all's bullshit. Oh, but and that's another thing. When I was in a relationship with this other person, I didn't put the dynamics of our relationship on social media. I didn't say, "Oh, my girlfriend and I are fighting, and we're, it's the relationship isn't looking good." I wasn't attacked, oh, my girlfriend is such a fucking louse, and I wasn't making shrewd attacks. I wasn't talking shit about my girl on Facebook. If I'm in a relationship with someone and I have an issue with the person that I'm seeing, we keep that shit between us. Not the fucking world. It's nobody else's business. There's nothing that we can't fix between the two of us that the whole fucking world can't. So leave your relationship nonsense business off social media. Leave it off. And I imagine I'll be making a post about that on Facebook soon, because it's like, you people are fucking and it's mainly, and I'm not trying to sound sexist, but it's mainly coming from women bitching about men. It's like someone just recently, they're having relationship issues with their husband, and then they want to make generalized blanket statements about all men. And I set her straight. I said, you're not going to be doing this shit. First of all, you're pissed off at one person and you're taking it out on the entirety of men. That shit ain't going to fly with me. If I'm mad at one, if I have issues with the woman that I'm seeing, I don't take it out on all women. Amy knows that.
I've lived with you long enough.
Yeah, if I have an issue with a woman that I'm seeing, then I'll take it up with that woman, not the entirety of women around the globe. I mean, it's bullshit, and it's totally unfair.
That's the issue with you. When you have an issue with somebody, you go directly to them. unlike somebody that just don't say shit. They just let it go and go and
Yeah.
go and go. That friendship, and then
Yeah.
before you know it, you're depressed.
Yeah. This kind of thing happens all the time.
Mhm.
You know, they have one little fallout with their husband or boyfriend, and then they come at me saying, "Oh, 99.9% of men are the," you know what? Your fucking statistic is garbage. It means nothing to me because you don't speak for me. You don't know my personality all that well if you're going to make, you know, crass blanket statements about men in general.
So what is all these women that like the bad boy situation, the bad boys?
Well, that's
I don't
another
understand that.
that's another discussion. I'm talking about women who are just, they're mad at one guy and take it out on the entirety of men. Well, I mean, that kind of thing just pisses me off. It pisses me, it irritates me more than anything. I mean, I don't like to put women in their place when they do that shit, but I'm gonna start doing it.
I do.
You don't get to fucking blame all men for the actions of one man. No, it's not. No.
Nothing to do with dick.
No, it's nothing to do with sex. I'm saying, don't generalize men for the actions of one man, of a single man. Don't do that. Don't lump all of us men into the same fucking category, because I could be just as shrewd and say all women are the fucking same. Well, no, they're not, obviously. There's a lot of good women out there, and there's a lot of not so good women. I know of one.
There's a lot of women out there that if you ain't got a pocket full of money or wallet, you ain't shit to them. Then there's women out there like my girlfriend Amy, don't give a shit what I got. If I got a couple bucks in my pocket, I'm a happy man. If I can buy her a pop, good.
It's just,
You know what I mean?
yeah, we don't, it's not even specifics. We don't have to go into the specifics, but it's just generally speaking, I don't lump women together. I don't blame Amy because of something that my ex-girlfriend did.
Exactly.
That's not Amy's fault. She had nothing to do with that. That is the actions of that woman that I was with. And she, you know, I'm not going to put up with women bitching about men because of one man.
And I hate getting pulled into something that you don't know what the hell's even going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, my boyfriend's doing this, and you heard about it.
Yeah,
So don't put me in the middle.
and it always, it's like, this happens too. Like, I get sucked into a lot of different scenarios with you know, these women who are having problems with their husbands and boyfriends, and it's like,
What do I do about it?
I'm not a fucking marriage counselor. I'm not a mediator. Y'all need to sit down together in a closed room and have these discussions amongst yourselves, and just leave me the fuck out of it. I can't solve your problems. I can't fix everything for you. You know, you're not married to me. You're married to him. Take it up with him.
But when they do ask you a question and you're honest about it and tell them,
Oh yeah,
they're pissed off at you.
yeah. They ask for my honest opinion. Well,
You don't like my
you may or may not like it, but if you ask for my opinion and I give it to you and you don't like it, well, then you'll learn your lesson. Don't fucking ask me.
That's my dad. If you want my opinion, I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
If I give you my opinion, you get pissed off. Don't ever ask me again.
Yep. That's how I roll. But I mean,
That's how I did it here.
but on the other hand, I can appreciate a woman who, or even a man, coming to me and say, "Hey man, I just need somebody to talk to. You know, I need somewhere to vent," which that's different.
Right.
And I've also had that too lately, where I've had a woman and a man hit me up a messenger, and they vent to me about relationships and things like that. Although I'm single and I'm not really the best equipped to be having those conversations, as a friend, I will listen and I will, ask questions. I'll kind of dig a little deep and find out, were you intimate lately, or, the dynamic with the kids, or anything like that. It's because I genuinely care as a friend. But at the same time, there's also, like I said, there's women who, they have an issue with one man and then they want to take it out on the entirety of men. I'm not going to tolerate that. You women, and just as much as men, need to take responsibility and accountability for the decisions you fucking make.
Sort out your own shit.
But you need to take responsibility and accountability
Yep.
for the decisions you make. And that's that. I don't know what else to add to it.
That's about it.
I want KFC.
I want Taco Bell.
That was a quick turn of subject change, wasn't it? Go from relationships to I want KFC.
And I said I want Taco Bell.
Not up here in town, though.
Taco Bell, you know, I was actually excited about Taco Bell coming to Chesaning.
Yeah, everybody was until they seen prices.
And then it's like, what in the fuck? $9 for a Nacho Bel Grande? What?
What the fuck?
I mean, I get it, you know, inflation, we're in that
And they're smaller.
yeah, you're paying more for a smaller course of a meal, which I find to be ridiculously absurd. But
That's McRib. I like them McRib.
yeah, that's gone forever.
Yeah.
The McRib is never coming back, which I'm kind of pissed about that too, because
$1,000.
my 215-pound ass loved a nice McRib from McDonald's. Although a Big Mac doesn't sound too bad either. I'm talking about food, and we're all getting hungry because we haven't eaten yet. But yeah, I got sadly admitting that I am a fast food junkie. But I don't know. I don't eat a lot of fast food.
That's probably where your 215
Yeah,
pound
I don't.
ass came from.
Yeah, I don't eat a lot of fast food. I even bar food, you know, like we go up to the back 40 and have a burger and fries. They got some good burgers there. Or we go out to Billy's and we have the Billy Melt.
Now that's good.
The Billy Melts are off the fucking hook. They are good. So the Billy Melt consists of American cheese, Swiss cheese, sauteed onions, hamburger, and Texas toast. Oh my God. And it comes with fries and a dill pickle. Oh, it's so good. Oh, so yummy.
My dill pickle.
And I used to get a sandwich called My Wife's Favorite. They have a sandwich out at Billy's called My Wife's Favorite, which is a combination of a BLT and a grilled cheese sandwich. So you're getting all of that: ham, cheese, bacon, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, between two slices of Texas toast. Oh my God. What's that?
People out there are nice too.
Yes, the people at Billy's are just phenomenal. They're awesome. And I love going out there when I can afford to go out there.
Even though back 40's starting to get a little bit better.
Yeah, back 40, I think they're starting to turn their attitudes around. They got rid of a lot of toxic people who used to work there. And I've noticed that they're starting to come to their senses. They're starting to, you know, be a lot more friendly to the customers. They'll talk with you. They'll joke with you. They'll smile. They'll carry on a conversation. You know, that's the way it is, I guess. I think a lot of it had to do with the toxicity. There were some problem people working for them, not mentioning names, but there were a couple that I know of. One of them I know, or I don't know that either. That was just something I heard, so I'm not really going to say what I heard because that wouldn't be very wise. But there were a couple of problem people working there, and they got rid of the problem. And so I think the people are just starting to become more friendlier. So that's why we decided to go back to the back 40, because they're coming around. And I think a lot of it had to do with, like I said, there were people who were working there who were just off the wall obnoxious. They were rude to the customers. They would stand there and expect a tip. And waitressing is a hard job, but it's a job that you had chosen. And not everybody's going to tip you just because you think you're entitled to a tip. if your service is shit, you're not getting a dime for a tip. But most of there's a lot of people up there that I like. There's a lot of just wonderful waitresses and bartenders, and the cooks are even good too.
Becky still work up there. Becky.
Yeah, they're all still there. Yep, they're all still there. And the cooks are really friendly. Matter of fact, one of the cooks who works there, his dad was my bus driver when I went to the Head Start program in Marion Springs. His dad was my bus driver.
Yeah.
Is he still around?
Yeah, he's still around.
It's been 30 years ago. So I wasn't sure if he was still around or what the deal was. But yeah, I mean, they're coming around. They're starting to come to their senses. So yeah, there's been quite a few things happening. Like I said, now we've got a karaoke system that we have to learn how to set up.
It's weird. It's like, oh, where your brother used to live, that house is gone. That's
Oh yeah, where my brother used to live, that farmhouse has been torn out, including the garage. Everything is gone. Now it's just a flat piece of land. The trees are still there, but and the the utility poles are still there, but the house is gone. It's just a wide open space. It looks really weird. Yeah. So there's been a lot going on around around here and close by in the world. Of course, we're losing all these celebrities, all these well-known people. Yes, and some people that we've known for many years. Life has a funny way of just kicking you right square in the teeth or in the ass. I prefer ass. Kicking you in the ass. But yeah, there a lot's been going on. Christmas, like I said, Christmas, we just hung around the house. We had a small dinner. Didn't do anything extravagant. I didn't make deviled eggs or casseroles or anything. But it worked out.
It was good.
I made my mashed potatoes very mashy. And they were good. They were good.
I don't like lumpy potatoes.
My potatoes weren't lumpy.
No, you're not like somebody else's.
Yeah.
We won't say no names.
Too late. Dad said it.
He was all right. He tried, but it was still good.
Yeah, we told him it's like you got to add milk and butter to mashed potatoes. You got to add some seasoning. Meatloaf.
Meatloaf was good.
Yeah, venison meatloaf was pretty good. Well, not here. We didn't have that here. He's talking about Christmas at my brother's house. We had or yeah, not Christmas. What the fuck am I saying? Thanksgiving. My bad. Thank you, Amy, for correcting me. It was all good though. It turned out good. I made my green bean casserole.
You're welcome, Jared.
I made my green bean casserole, which I think I added too much cheese to it.
I don't know. Pretty fast.
Yeah. I made 2 things of it, but only one of them got eaten up, and then the other one we brought home and it didn't get eaten up, so I had to throw it out. But my mom, I make it the way my mom has always made it, with the bacon and the shredded cheese. You add your general like your cream of mushroom soup and your green beans and the turkey onions or actual real onions, whichever way you prefer. I use turkey onions because it's just easier that way. But I add bacon and shredded cheese to my green bean casserole, and it turns out great. And my brother Jay says, well, mine never added bacon and shredded cheese to hers. The fuck is she didn't? Where do you think I learned how to make it? What's that? Oh yeah, bean soup. Yeah. Yep. I'm going to learn how to make it. I don't think it's really all that hard, but I will definitely learn. I'll watch some YouTube videos. The rolled biscuits. Okay, biscuits. Yeah, the jumbo biscuits. Yep, I'll learn how to make bean soup. Grandpa always used to make it. Bean soup and ham soup, cheesy potatoes, which I love cheesy, scallop potatoes. Oh yeah. What's that?
So ain't had a deep fry yet either.
I know. I mean, we got all that stuff out there now. We got to get the dishes done, and yeah, the kitchen's not looking very kitcheny right now. Kitchen's looking like a fucking mess, but we'll get to it.
Dad's going out to see if he can shoot him a deer tonight.
Let's see.
Last day.
We are down to the final 10 minutes of the Sunday video update already. That hour goes by quick.
Today's the last day of hunting, so
Yes.
I'll go up see if I can shoot a doe.
But yeah, it's the kitchen's not looking very kitcheny, so I'll probably go back to cleaning my bedroom or cleaning out a spot for my for the equipment to be moved in.
So when I come up,
Which I guess it worked out good anyway,
Yeah.
because now I have a reason to throw a lot of shit out. I can get to my fucking closet.
That's why I said, Jared, I'm gonna get a dumpster.
Yeah.
And we're gonna start from the right here first.
Um,
and we're gonna start.
I have some posters of the Beatles that I just don't. I have no use for them
Yeah.
anymore. I don't want them
Right,
anymore.
right.
Now, when I was a teenager, I was really into the Beatles, and I had, a poster of the Beatles on this wall, which you can't see, obviously. It was all for the Beatles. It was when they were posing for the Beatles for Sale album in 1964, where they're all standing next to each other. I don't know. Like, I like the Beatles, but I'm not a fanatic. I mean, I'm not a hardcore, big time fanatic like I was as a teenager. A lot of the stuff I can part ways with. I just don't. I have a concert poster of the Beatles from 1965. It's like, it was cool to look at, but I don't know. I don't know though. I might hang them up. I might find somewhere to put them up or whatever. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, honestly.
I'm gonna say, see you guys later. Have a good another new year.
You're leaving 10. Oh, you're going to bed. Well, we got 10 minutes.
I'll be in there. I'll be at 10 minutes.
Okay. Dad says, "Oh, I'm going to be there about 10 minutes for about 10 minutes in the bathroom."
So
Well-
I'm just saying, have a good new year.
But yeah, what's that? I can't see.
You don't want to talk about it.
What the fuck is that? I can't tell you what I just looked at. But
It's even half price here.
yeah, half off. Especially if it's shriveled.
Yeah.
Half off.
Oh, things they advertise.
Yeah, it's funny shit. Dad had to go to the bathroom, and he says, "Well, I won't be out in 10 minutes." Well, thanks for the information, Dad.
Yeah.
I really
And then I show you what I showed you.
I appreciate the visual. I gotta reply to a couple of things here on my social. So let's see here. What am I looking at? Okay. My buddy George had a new Facebook account made, and I guess it was closed by Facebook, because where you go to talk to, you go to talk to him in Messenger, there's a white strip on the bottom that says you cannot reply to this message. So I'm thinking Facebook had closed down his account after I specifically fucking told him to add a profile picture, because he's got like 12 other accounts without profile pictures. It's like, we have to know which account we're fucking talking to, because you have 12 accounts without profile pictures. For all they know, you're a troll. You're a fake. You have to add a profile picture. So what does he do? He adds a cover photo of his truck. That's not enough, man. You have to have a profile picture. but he would not listen to me. And I'm thinking that's what happened. Facebook may have detected it as a fake account. So they ended up deactivating it. Unless he can prove that it's really him, in which case they will reopen the account, which I'm hoping happens because at least I knew who the fuck I was talking to. Like, okay, this is my buddy George. This is, his actual account. I don't have to go through and figure out which one he's on or try to contact him because I don't have his number. I don't know. Got to get with the program, George. No one came into the chat log this week. We are getting close to the end of the Sunday video update. Well, you've been throwing in some words you've been adding to the conversation. It's good. Let's see, we're about 4 or 5 minutes shy of the 4 o'clock hour. And I wanted to use this time to say thank you to all of you, all 2 of you, or whoever's going to be watching after this. Thank you for stopping by and indulging me for the past hour. This is where I come every Sunday. For those of you who are new to this, I come here every Sunday. I talk about the week or weeks in review. And I did, how do I say, I improved the thumbnail for the live streams, and I made sure to include the explicit content warning label because I know there may be young people who see this and, or parents who know me from Facebook and they have found my channel. And I want to prepare them for what potentially may be inappropriate in many of my live streams because I say the word fuck quite a bit in my videos here. So I wanted to make sure that I improved a little bit on the thumbnail for the Sunday videos, but that's probably the only real thing that's new about the 2023 edition of the Sunday video updates is that I improved on the thumbnail, but it's still the same person. It's still me. I'm still here. Still doing our thing. It's the same 3 people here. It's still me and Dad and Amy. We're still kicking. It's a new year. Still, we're still doing our thing. It's a new year. It's a new leaf. We're going to try to have a better year. Whatever hardship comes our way, we're just going to have to learn to deal with it accordingly and to the best of our abilities. And, we'll get through it. Yeah, last year, Dad. Last year. It's 2023 now. You're still living in the past, damn it.
2 days ago.
Yesterday was 2022.
What?
But anyway, last 2 minutes, guys. Anything else you want to add before
Let's have a good New Year.
we hang this up?
Well, New Year's is done, so
let's hope everything goes well.
Today is New Year's Day, and of course it's Sunday, so mail doesn't run.
Right.
Amy, anything to add? She's scratching her back.
sorry, not really.
Not really.
Besides, peace out, be safe.
The usual.
Yeah.
Usual shit.
Enjoy Jared's videos today.
Yeah. Well, there's only going to be one video, which is this one. But yeah, I just hope that this is going to be a better year. Although I always tell Dad we shouldn't be wishing and hoping for a better year because by the time that happens, it turns into a shitty year. Because we said that in 2021 and look how 2022 turned out. It was a piece of shit fucking year. But I think this will be a better year. We're already making plans to travel, and I want to go out on Mackinac Island this summer. I didn't get to last summer because, everything being so damn expensive. But hopefully this year, some serious changes are in store, and I would like to check out Mackinac Island. And
He put his gun up there, and the cat yelled at him.
But anyway, guys, we are at the top of the hour. My name is Jared Fuller, aka Jer Bear. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have an awesome week. And I will return on Sunday, January 8th of 2023. January 8th would be my cousin Daniel's birthday.
Yeah,
And isn't it Elvis's birthday?
I think so.
I think, you know what? I'm gonna check real quick. We are going over a little bit. Wow. Magnitude 5.4 earthquake strikes Northern California.
Well, I see that.
Holy shit. I think it's Elvis's birthday. Let me check real quick, guys. Yes, January 8th, 1935. He was born in Tupelo, Mississippi, and he died on August 16th, 1977 in Memphis, Tennessee at Graceland. He was born on my cousin Daniel's birthday.
Yeah.
Daniel was born January 8th, 1975. My niece Angel was born on August 16th, 1977. Or no, she wasn't born in 77. She was born in 97. But anyway, guys, I just got a notification for another live stream. I'm going to go watch that. Much love to all of you. Have a wonderful week, and I will be here next week. So keep it real. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2023.